Hello guys, what is going on? This is Akash from TVR here. So in this video we're going to take a look at the $35 computer. As you can see, it is pretty small in its form factor and it has a lot of capabilities to it. A computer for $35 must be shocking, but it is true guys. So as you can see, it is in a form factor of a credit card. So it is pretty small, which can be easily used as a portable computer unless and until you carry a lot of cables. Now we'll take a look at the front of the board. So there is a Broadcom ARM v7 processor, and then you have 440 GPIO pins, and you have four USB ports, one Ethernet port for internet connection, one headphone jack, a camera slot, HDMI power, which is the micro USB right there, and as you can see now, we have the actual port. So there are 4 USB ports and an Ethernet port. There is also a display port on the Raspberry Pi to its end of the board. Now on the back you can see that there is a chip installed. Well, that chip is used for the storage. It has 1 GB of storage, and then there's the SD card slot where you actually install the OS for it to run, and it's extra storage space because it has only 1 GB. And now we're going to then take a look at one of its cons. So its front is actually pretty large. It has about a height of 1.5 to 1.4 to 1.5, which is not really that great because that just bulges out and that is not convenient. And it is about 8 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide. So that is actually pretty small, but what I would do is increase its width and length and flatten out the whole board because it is not really that convenient. And now you can take a look at the actual OS running on my TV in my house. So there is the Raspberry Pi connected to its peripheral so that it can successfully run its OS. So now I'm going to show you how to connect the Raspberry Pi up, and then we will take a look at how to install the OS. So there is the power pin which goes to the wall outlet, and then we use the HDMI for it to connect, for it to display its UI interface, which goes to the TV. And then what we have is the network cable or the Ethernet cable, which goes to the router so that it can provide internet capability. So we can browse and watch videos as usual, but there is a problem to it. I'll talk about that in a second, in a few minutes. And there is the keyboard and the mouse, which is used to like type and scroll and use it as a pointer as a usual desktop computer. So it can either be used as a laptop or as a desktop because there are several interfaces for it. And there was the SD card. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there it is, the actual way to download it. So go to downloads in the Raspberry Pi website, which will be down in the description below, and then you can see there are several operating systems such as Noobs, Raspberry, and Ubuntu Mate, Ubuntu Core, Windows IoT Core. Remember that it is not actual Windows 10. It is just a single page Windows used for IoT. So what I've done is I've installed Ubuntu Mate, which I think is the best among all of them. So click on what I do like that, go ahead and click on download Ubuntu Mate, and then you should see an option. Mine is a 64-bit, so I'm going to click on 64-bit, and you can see several options right there. You have to click on direct download. So as you can see, click on the link right there, and then you should see it has started downloading. It is an ISO image file so that it can actually boot it up on the SD card. So right here what we can see is the actual OS system running, and there is the password which I'm typing it up, and it approximately takes about 20 seconds, which is actually pretty fast for this mini computer. And the computer which is displayed on the screen is equal to this PC on Windows 10. I have installed the Apple Mac OS skin so that it looks way better. As you can see, all of them is like the Apple Mac OS. And if you want that tutorial, then give me a comment down below, and depending upon the likes, I will teach you guys how to install the Mac Skins pack for Ubuntu Mate. And there we go. So we have a file in the desktop. It is pretty much like the one in in the Mac OS. There you can see. And that is the dock, which is similar to the Mac OS, but you can tweak that in the Mate tweak menu. And there is the actual Kaja or File Explorer or Finder. As you can see, it just pops up right there. Now what we are doing is going over and taking a look at the different files right there, and trash can, which is equal to the recycle bin on Windows 10. Alright you guys, now we're gonna take a look at another awesome cool feature, which is the top menu bar. So that is similar to the bar in the Mac OS, which is used to like shut down and for other applications, like you can see the Mac icon right there. So now we're going to take a look at the browser in the Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to type in my channel's name, Reviews, and take a look at the result. It approximately takes about 20 seconds for it to load, and there we go. So it came up. And now we get the expected result, which is pretty amazing, guys. Now we will take a look at the video running in YouTube, and make note, this was a problem which I was talking about before. You have to install the right audio and video codecs for this to run properly. This is not going to run properly. Take a look. There we go. So that is not pretty great, because it has not got the latest audio and video codecs. But you should do that in order for it to work successfully. And there we go, guys. That is the Ubuntu Software Center, which is equal to the Mac OS App Store and Windows Store. So this is where you can download apps, and that's pretty much it with the OS itself. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. And leave a comment below if you want more tutorials like this. If you want to like install the OS on the Raspberry Pi or boot it into an SD card, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.